Hello, Zen and 10. Welcome to day 2 of week 2. We are on Take a Sip Tuesday. And if you missed any of the previous videos, feel free to go back, comment. I can still add points up till the very end of the challenge, which is May 30th. We do have the prizes in. I will show them maybe tomorrow just to get you a little pumped up. But today we are going to talk hydration real quick. If you're not able to attend the event at 1, please make a comment on this video. And I will tell you what you should comment here on the next couple slides. But anyway, if you don't get your samples today, feel free to stop by tomorrow and I can give you a packet. But yes, today at 1, we'll have it in the Group X room. We'll have a little Zen session. I'll let you take a sip and even lead you through a little guided stretch. So yes, feel free to stop down then. And if you can't, and also we have blood pressure checks today. So we'll be on the 3rd floor all the way up to, I believe, the 8th floor today. And then Wednesday, Thursday, we'll cover the other 2 floors. So stop by and see us today. That's a total of 20 points today just for either attending, commenting, and then getting your blood pressure checked. All right, let's jump into it. So around 60% of your body is water. Some things you may feel if you are not hydrated is going to be fatigue, headaches, brain fog, mood swings, any of that poor focus. So just a 1 to 2% drop in your hydration level can cause any of those. So if a lot of you get like those, temple headaches, could be due to lack of hydration, could be looking at a screen. But I would always check your hydration level if you are feeling that way before, resulting to aspirin, Tylenol, any of those Band-Aid fixes. Maybe you just need some water. Alrighty, so how do we calculate what our baseline is? Body weight divided by 2, so half your body weight. Let's keep it simple. So if I weigh 160 pounds, I'm going to divide that by 2. My goal per day is 80 ounces. If I work out, if I am in the heat for a sustained amount of time, I'm going to add at least 8, if not 16 ounces to my goal. So my new goal is now either 88 or 96 ounces of water. If that sounds crazy to you because you only are drinking 16 ounces a day right now, gradually increase. So I would say your new goal is now 32 ounces for next week. Maybe ramp it up to 48 the next week. So at least you're hitting a fourth of your goal, or a little more. And then see if you can't hit that goal. Give it a month and a half to kind of ramp yourself up so you're not just constantly feeling waterlogged because you're not used to that much water in your system. Alrighty, and then something that you guys may not generally know with hydration is your body is controlled on a power grid. So your sodium potassium pump is going to regulate all of this hydration in and out of your cells. So you can naturally power your cells with natural foods from sodium, potassium, and magnesium. You don't need to take supplements of all of these things or just chug salt. This is going to be coming from a balanced diet. And on the next couple of slides, I've put some good examples that you're probably already getting somewhat in your diet if you're hitting those macro goals that we talked about yesterday, or the macro categories we talked about yesterday. Alrighty, so when to replenish these electrolytes to kind of fuel that sodium potassium pump? Honestly, you could sip on electrolytes during a workout. I would definitely say if your workout is longer than 60 minutes, you need to be replenishing with something. So whether that is, yes, an electrolyte powder, that would be great. It's the quickest way, but just because it's a fluid. If you're replenishing through food, that's great, but also pair it with at least 16 ounces of water. Again, if it's longer than an hour. So you marathon runners that are constantly doing gels and, liquids, that's great. Your body needs that constant. And if you're someone that works out in the hot, humid environment or does yoga in the park for 30 minutes and then goes for a walk afterwards, I would also consider throwing in some electrolytes as that. And I know that electrolytes are sometimes only advertised to athletes. It is for anyone that literally depletes themselves on a daily basis. So don't think of it that way. It is for you as well. So here are your little cheat sheet of when to get them and then also what sources they come from. So sodium, yes, sea salt broth or the packets. Potassium, banana, spinach, avocado. You can get several sources. You can do sweet potatoes, which has some potassium and magnesium. And then magnesium, leafy greens, nuts, seeds, dark chocolate. All right, little dark chocolate before bed does you good. And this is 2 to 3 times a day. So, like I said, if you do breakfast, lunch, dinner, if you're a snacker, throw some in between there. But just make sure to spread them out evenly throughout the day. Keeps your hormones regulated, keeps everything working properly. Signs you're out of balance. We kind of already talked about this. Heart palpitations could be something more serious as well. So don't, just go straight to drinking water and wait it out. But the majority of it is going to be everything dries up. So constipation, poor recovery, your muscles don't have fluid to go to the right places. That lactic acid buildup doesn't go anywhere. So I would say hydration, if you can get 8 to 10 ounces every hour, that would put you on a very good schedule of hitting, that's the general guidelines of 80 ounces. If you are somebody that works out a lot, you're going to need about 90 to 100 at least, depending on the day. Alrighty, so your goal for hydration is to calculate your water goal, comment it below. Adding electrolytes if you're going to work out or you sweat outside. Potassium-rich foods, which again, bananas, nuts, leafy greens, that was magnesium. Bananas, avocados, sweet potatoes, anything like that. And then tracking your energy for 3 days, which would lead us to Friday. So by Friday on the video, I'm going to have you guys comment basically how you're feeling. If you've noticed any difference since adding in extra water, more electrolytes, something along those lines. If you don't feel any different because you're already doing all of these things, that's great. All right. I hope everyone's hydrated. And if you need to calculate what your extracellular water versus your intracellular water is, come get your in-body done. We can give you those numbers and we can basically see if there is anything penetrating those cells. So getting inside and actually replenishing the cell as opposed to just flowing through your body. We want your cells to actually feel replenished. All right. And if that sounds like rocket science to you, just schedule an in-body with me or Tyler and we will go over it with you. All right. I hope to see everybody at 1 today. Thanks for joining in. And as promised, I kept it a little shorter today.